Welcome to Sai Tech Info channel, my dear students. In this class, I will be explaining about human capital. What is a human capital? Like that is when you say capital, where from you will get it? That is the idea you will have. You should have some resources, and that resources should be converted into a prospective capital. Based on that, you can invest. Capital means that is how much amount can be invested, in what way it can be invested. Like in the case of finance and accounts, we have got capital, the working capital, is it not? So your physical parameters or physical resources can be converted into physical capital. Are you able to follow? Physical resources can be converted into physical capital. How? I got the different pieces of wood. I can probably cut into various designs and make it as a table or chair or bench. Couple of weeks before or couple of days before, it was simply they were lying as wooden logs, wooden reapers, wooden blocks. Now it has been made, they have been converted. These physical sources have been converted and assembled in an appropriate way so that it should be useful to the society. That is, now we have formed a table. For example, we have got various materials, and based on that we can make a paint out of it. So these are all the various physical raw materials, and based on that we can create a product, produce a product. Okay. Similar to that, that is, we have got human resources, and that should be effectively converted into what? Human capital. What are these human resources? These human resources are, you can say, farmers. They are very essential, is it not? They are very good resources, and they are producing physically, as well as he can train other farmer also. He can share his experience, and thereby he can develop. So farmers, teachers are the wonderful human resources. They are responsible for developing human capitals, and based on them he creates engineers, doctors. So those are all the human capitals. So they are directly useful for the betterment of the society. And teachers, then students. The students, today you are a student, 12th standard student, and tomorrow it means that is after a decade you can be a professional in any field. You may be a business magnate, you can be a CEO of a company, a software company, or any manufacturing unit. You may be an engineer or doctor, and you may be a pilot. In fact, human capitals are more useful to the society directly. But human resources are not involved directly. They have to be trained. So they are like raw materials, as I already explained. Okay, so even a student, a raw student, can be treated as a clay, and he can be developed into a beautiful idol by imparting suitable training. So like that, and it gets the value, the human value, the essential value, the economic value is obtained after creating that one. And that is why farmers, teachers, students, trainees, staff, workers, these are all the human resources available, but this human resource is available without any sufficient knowledge in a particular field, means it is useless. So they had to be properly trained in order to carry out a special task, is it not? So we have the human resources. I hope now you should be able to understand and the meaning of human resource. And that is why in every factory or institute or organization we have human resources development department, HR&D, human resource and development. See, that is even engineer. For example, a student can be brought up as an engineer by a teacher, but he'll be a raw engineer without experience. And at that level, he needs a special training for the said job, a particular job, because he doesn't have the hands-on experience. So in order to get the hands-on experience, we need some training, and that is why HR&D is there. And HR person, he or she is responsible for giving proper training, and she has to arrange training with some consultants, subject matter experts, etc. So human resource should be converted into a proper way of that is utilizing the human resources, and the product is human capital. You can say this is the raw material, human resources or raw material, and human capital as the product that can be directly applicable to the society and its development. And as I already explained, there is a relationship between human resource and the human capital, and about which I'll be explaining more in the subsequent episodes. And then, as I already told you, human development, that is very, very important one. So we need to develop, and how to develop by giving appropriate training and education. Okay, and we cannot say I have achieved everything. Even if you have become the president of our country, as president, and he needs some training how to behave, etc. So training or learning is required in every walk of life, in every stage of life also. Okay, right. And then I think so this is about human capital. So if you've got any question, you can ask me. Any question? And you may ask one important question. Sir, you have put teachers here as human resource, and here also you have put teachers, professors, etc. In fact, teaching is not everybody's cup of tea. Everybody cannot teach. Okay, there are some talented people who have acquired sufficient knowledge in all fields, every field. Okay, for example, that is, if I am a carpenter, if I have become a master carpenter, it means what? I am capable of delivering that is essential training to the other. That is a preliminary level carpenters, means he becomes a teacher. For example, a doctor and even a farmer. When a farmer, he is capable of giving training to the higher level with advanced concepts in agriculture, then he becomes a teacher of all these farmers, to the local farmers. Okay, so we cannot say that teaching means that is you should have a degree and with that only you can teach. Nothing like that. In fact, in our olden days, there are so many that is people who are expert. Okay, they can do the mentoring services to others. Who are mentors, who are teachers, who are professors, they can do their job by themselves, and also they can make others work also, otherwise solve others issues, others problems, and they can train them in a better way. So such kind of mentors are more important to the society. Such teachers and professors are really assets of this society. Okay, and that is why they take place, they appear in both places. They are human resource. Okay, as well they have become great teachers, professors, professionals. Okay, I hope everything is clear, right? Okay, thank you very much.